Alrighty, it is now the next day. We're gonna go check out that line up at the water tank, see what we can do to fix it. I'm pretty sure that we're just gonna have to trench up where it was at and replace the line. It is some kind of electrical line that helped the pump stop when the water tank was filled. So I'm gonna learn more about that. My father-in-law is gonna show me all the ins and outs of it, and we're gonna get that fixed today, which will be great. I'm currently trying to eat something kind of sugary and fatty, so that way my blood sugar's up when I go out there. I know that when I work out, when I move my body, when I'm out in the sun, my blood sugar definitely goes down because I think it makes my insulin work better. So I'm trying to get a little bit high. I'm getting high. But high blood sugars, I mean. And not even high, just high for me. High like at 140 or 150, which is a decent peak, to come back down right afterwards to kind of level out. So I'm just trying to eat before I go out there, so that way as I'm going down I don't get super low, because right now I'm sitting at like 80, and I do not want to be at 80 out there because I'm for sure going to get a low blood sugar. So I'm just trying to get a little bit higher so that way I can go out there, get some stuff done without getting low. I'm going to bring some candies and keep them in my pocket. I'm going to bring a Gatorade out there. That way if I do get low, I can bounce back up really quick, and I'll be monitoring my blood sugars to make sure that I don't get low. But we're going to go out there, we're going to fix this water tank, and we're going to have a great day today. We're going to make this a great day. I should be eating some like protein and fiber and like really healthy stuff to get me going and fuel me for this busy day. I'm not. I am not by any means the healthiest person in the world. I'm not by any means a healthy person in general. I would prefer it if I ate an entire chocolate cake right now, but I can't do that. So instead, I'm having a piece of raisin bread with some strawberry cream cheese to get me right where I need to be, give me my sweet tooth fix, and then bam, out and about. I'll touch base later, and we'll see how this goes today. I almost forgot, but on days that I go out and work, I always put my silicone wedding ring on, because there's no way I'm messing up my regular wedding ring or losing it out in the woods. I could just take it off and not wear it, because who's honestly going to see me out in the woods? But I do it for me, because I think it's fancy and I like it. And look, they have like little braided like knots on them. They're pretty cool. I have a bunch of little different silicone rings. I don't wear a lot of jewelry, so this is my accessory. Probably the only accessory I really wear, except for my gauges. As you've heard me say before, I am allergic to mosquitoes. So I'm about to drench myself in some DEET, which is very, very, very bad for me. But that's why I'm wearing a hood. I'm hoping it's not going to get all over this part. I'm just going to drench my hood. I'm still going to come take a shower when I get home. But I'm going to spray this on, and then I'm going to head out. Alrighty. Coated in the bug spray. I got the racket just in case. There's way too many up there. And then I'm on my way up the hill. I'm going to go load all this crap up in the tractor bucket. We are going to head up the mountain to check out the water tank. Does it count as work if you get driven around Miss Daisy in the tractor bucket? Does this count as exercise? Hiking all the way up the hill to the water tank? This counts, right? Am I getting my steps in? I really love the woods. This is why I never want to leave. Every time I go to the concrete jungle, I complain. Where we are going is way up this hill. Way up to the top of the hill, where we have our water tank. And the water is gravity fed down to our houses. Luckily, we have this little trail cleared out here for the tractor, or else it'd be a real bumpy ride. Good thing we brought the chainsaw. This definitely would have been a good walk, like a long walk. This is what the storm did. It knocked all these trees down. There's so much that got knocked down from that storm. And that's exactly why one of them fell on the water tank. Dang, the storm took down so much. All that wind going into the depths of the mosquitoes now that there's no sun. We made it! Front row parking. So that cord connects to this one? Yeah. Okay. The truck up here?
No, pedal up. Good.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Still troubleshooting. To be determined what is the actual problem. We thought it was just the wire that was connected to the tank, but we just dug it out and we didn't see anything wrong with it. And it doesn't appear to have any kind of dings or damage. So we're gonna go get the voltmeter and then try it out, see if there's any volts even coming to that box right there, and maybe then we can kind of troubleshoot hopefully where the problem is, whether it's down at the pump house where our well pumps the water up to this tank, or if it has something to do with the tank or the wire in between the two. Alrighty, on our way back down to get the voltmeter, a shovel, because we forgot a shovel, and some other things. Hopefully we can troubleshoot and figure out what the heck is causing our water tank not to stop filling. It just kept filling and filling and filling and filling, and that's our issue right now. The off switch for the pump to turn off and stop filling the tank. Thankfully, I get a free ride down. This would be a long walk because there's no way I could just cut through there and go straight. I'd have to take the long way path. Take the long way home. This is gonna be bumpy. Oh. Not as bumpy as I thought. Very nice. This right here, this is why I don't mind having to put in extra work to live out here, because this right here isn't worth it. I don't, however, know if it's worth the poison oak that I'm pretty sure that I rubbed all against before I was paying attention, and it's probably all over my phone right now. Don't know if it's worth that, but to be determined later if I get got by it or not. It's probably too late. I already took my gloves off, but I haven't touched my face. So hopefully if it happens to me, it's just on my hands and wrists, although it's still gonna be extremely miserable. Just have to drench myself in, was that Technu? Whatever gets the poison oak off. Not Technu, I think that's for skunks. Whatever I have to do, whatever home remedy to save myself. Although, I don't think I can be saved at this point. I think I'm screwed. I don't see them, but I hear them. The turkeys have came out to greet us. Can't see them, but you can hear them. As I was saying, I'm pretty sure that I have poison oak on my hands, on my body, on my sweater, but I gotta go back out to work. So even though I washed my hands really good, I definitely don't want it anywhere near my face. So I'm just using chopsticks to eat crackers and cheese. That way I don't have to touch anything. Because now I'm rushing. We're gonna do a quick break. Then we're gonna go back out. I should eat something with higher protein, but this is what I'm in the mood for right now. And it's quick, and it's easy. And luckily I always have a lot of chopsticks around, so. That will be good, good, good. We've yet to figure out what is going on with the pump and the water tank. We hope that has something to do with the wiring and the water tank itself, but it might actually be the pump, which is really bad. I really, really hope it doesn't have anything to do with our well. But we're gonna rule out the water tank first, so we're gonna go back up there and do some more troubleshooting and try and figure it out. It's all just troubleshooting and trying to figure out what the heck is happening. All we know is it stopped working. We don't know why. So I don't know much about electrical, about wells, about water pumps. My father-in-law knows more. He installed everything, but he installed it all like 30 years ago. So, you know, it's a long time to remember every single solitary step and thing that you did. So it's definitely tricky. We're trying to figure out what the heck is going on, but it's hard when you just don't know. So we'll just have to see. Luckily, we have not used very much water. Our tank is still full. We still have water for a few days. We still have a few days at least. And if we're being more conservative, maybe even more, to figure it out. Hopefully we figure it out by the end of today, though. We'll see how it goes. I might need to end the vlog here. And then, because it's already Friday. And I need to post this vlog. So, we might need to touch base next week and see what was actually wrong with the pump and the tank and see if we were even able to fix it. So, stay tuned. We might have to wait another week unless I can solve this today before I edit this vlog. By the way, it's not Friday, it's Thursday. But I'm not going to have time today to do it unless I stay up really late. Whew. I'm also going to use these chopsticks to take my dog treats out of the bag. That way they can get treats before I go back out. They're very sad that they don't get to go out with us, but we are so deep in those woods, I do not have time to keep watching them. And if they go out there, they're going to get coated in poison oak. I'm pretty sure I'm coated in poison oak, so those dogs are definitely going to get coated in poison oak if we're not careful, so they're staying home, even though they're very sad. Sad puppies. Crackers and cheese. The reason I'm not worried about touching my phone is because I'm pretty sure my phone's covered in poison oak right now. Already, anyways, so whatever. I'm still grabbing it. I should wipe. I'm just going to wipe everything down when I get home. It's just going to be what it's going to be. If it's already messed up, if it's already coated, I'm already coated in it. So there's nothing I can do at this point. And I'm about to go out and work again. So I'm going to reach in this doggy bag and grab out a little doggy cookie. My hands are still getting all over this bag. I don't know how to use chopsticks unless I'm like touching the very bottom of them. Why can't I get this food out? I'm sorry, dog. I'm just gonna use my hand. Rest in peace. Hopefully I don't get my dog poisoned. After some more deliberation, we are pretty confident that it has nothing to do with the pump. At least at this point, we're gonna go ahead and assume that it's up at the water tank. That's the only thing that's been different. That's the only thing that could have been affected. That branch did fall and hit the water tank, and the box with the cords in it did knock over. So it's got to be something to do with that wire, with those cords, with the electrical box, or maybe to do with the float inside of the tank. I don't know, but we're gonna go up and investigate and try and figure it out. We did bring some more tools this time, so hopefully we won't have to go back to grab extra tools. Hopefully we brought everything this time. Back at it again to the water tank. It's way out here. If I had to walk, this would take me like 20 minutes to get here if I was walking that. So I'm glad we're driving. I get a free ride up here. Hopefully we can figure out what the heck is wrong with it and what's going on. We'll just have to see. So we've been out here working on this, trying to figure out what's going on with it, and it just dawned on me. Not dawned on me, but I just realized there is a den right there, like a hole. There's probably something living there. It could be a fox or a predator. We're just like feet away from it. Maybe we're disturbing its slumber. Well, it's your fault for taking up residency right next to the water tank where we need to work. Creature living in the den. Oh, I really hope there's not something living in there. All right, so I'm waiting down here in the pump house with the voltmeter, and I am going to check to see if there is a open line or open current or a closed current on these two pieces while Dad is up there at the water tank connecting two wires up there at the same time. So I'm now waiting for him to drive all the way back up there so he can connect those wires, and I can test with the voltmeter down here to see if they are open or not. I'm pretty sure I'm using the wrong terminology. Basically, on the voltmeter, on this setting right here, I'm still learning about it. If it beeps, then it's a closed circuit or a closed channel. And then if it doesn't beep, then it's open. And I have to go inside this little electrical box and touch the right pieces. Luckily, I know exactly what to push. And he's gonna call me on the cell phone, and he's gonna tell me exactly when I need to poke those things. I don't know anything about electricity, but I'm learning the basics step by step. Hopefully we can figure out what the heck is going on and why our pump wouldn't shut off when it was overfilling at the water tank. We have ruled so much stuff out, but it's still just trial and error trying to figure out why the heck the pump stopped working, or why the stopper on the pump stopped working. There's some kind of problem there where normally our pump will pump all the way up till the tank is full, and then there's a little float in there with a little mercury switch, a little mercury like measurer. I'm even saying that wrong. But anyways, when the float gets high enough and it turns and the mercury levels out, it knows to turn the pump off. But for some reason, it's not turning the pump off, and the float is not broken. So we're just trying to figure out if it's the connection or what. We're not sure what it is, but I gotta go because he's gonna call me soon. And hopefully we can figure this out. We need water for sure. I just realized with this thing, you can make a beat. Closed, open, closed, open. What's a song that everybody knows? Or I'm in the hospital. Oh no, my husband just walked in. My heart rate's racing. Ah. This is why somebody with ADHD shouldn't work in, what's this called? Electrical. Alright, I really need to stop doing this because I don't want to kill the battery on this thing. Okay, so update, it's not the wires at all. We just tested it, and it's on the wires, so it's got to be the pump or the well. Not good. Dad's on his way back to the pump house to help me figure it out because I have no idea what I'm doing. We are troubleshooting together and figuring it out. Okay, last update for this week's vlog. It is now Friday morning. The vlog is going up Friday afternoon, which is today. So this is just going to be added in real quick at the end of the vlog. Last update for this week. We got way too busy yesterday working on the water tank and the pump, and we had some family come and visit at the end of the night. So it was just very busy. I didn't get a chance to film any more content after that. Just got caught up. What ended up happening is we still don't know. We don't know why the pump was doing that, but the good news is that we did determine that the actual well pump... Oh boy, are you going to tell them about the well pump? Wow, you're such a good doggy. The well pump itself is not broken. It had to be something with the water tank and the tree hitting it. I know we determined it wasn't the float, but maybe it had something to do with the float. I'm not sure. The good news is that the pump is not broken. So we can go out there and manually turn the pump on, and we can manually turn the pump off to fill the water tank up every couple of days. Obviously not ideal, but very doable. We have plenty of water. We are happy, safe. Something we can definitely manage, at least for the tentative future until we can figure out what's going on. Luckily, Garrett's coming home tomorrow, so maybe he'll be able to determine, maybe what's wrong. Just getting an extra set of eyes out there can sometimes be helpful. Getting 3 people to look at it will be better than just us two, because who knows what he'll be able to see or determine. I have a feeling he's going to come to the same conclusions as us, because we definitely ruled a lot of stuff out. But to be determined, what happens with the water tank. I'm actually going to be out of town next week. I'm going to go visit my dad, which will be good. I haven't seen him since I've been diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, and he's also type 1 diabetic. So that will be interesting, kind of meeting up and spending time together. We both take similar insulins, so there probably will be times that we take our insulin at the same time. It will be very strange, because I don't know, I just haven't seen my dad since I've been giving myself injections, but it'll be really cool to catch up and spend some time together. And I will touch base next week about the journey, the trip down. I'll be driving myself, and it's a 9-hour drive. I'm going to take Boar with me, so I won't be totally by myself. Boar's very comfortable with traveling. He loves visiting his grandpa's house. He loves the desert, so I know he's just going to be fine with it. Arlo, on the other hand, he doesn't love to travel, so he's going to be staying home with Garrett. Arlo's lived in the woods his whole life, so he'd rather stay out here on the property and be a woods dog than go and be a city dog in the concrete jungle. Boar, on the other hand, he was mostly raised in the city, so he can flip-flop back and forth. You're a good city dog, huh? Yeah, you're really good at that. You're a good boy. Are we going to go visit your grandpa? Yeah, we're going to drive all the way down there next week. You're a good boy. But anyways, I'll touch base. If you stuck around this long, that's great. Thank you for being here. Thanks for catching up and checking in. And I'll see you guys all next Friday.